Hey guys, Flare Double here. Welcome back to my brand new review video for you guys today. Today I'm going to give my review on Clifford the Big Red Dog, which is the live-action Clifford movie. Which this I was very interested to see how they were going to do with this movie because, well, as you guys don't know, the Clifford is originally a cartoon character from the cartoons. And so they decided just to bring him into a live action. And which when I first saw the trailers and stuff about this, I didn't really know what to think about of this. I was very, I don't know. Like I was like, all right, this is cool. This is pretty cool, but at the same time, I don't know, just the CGI looks a little weird in certain places and so on and so forth, and yeah, so now I saw the movie, of course, and it's a pretty good movie. I will say it's a pretty good movie. It is. I am able to tell that this movie is supposed to be just a fun kids movie, which again, of course, it makes sense. But there's a certain parts of this movie which I was not really a fan of. First thing I wasn't a fan of is I didn't like them adding a villain into this movie, which doesn't make sense because in the cartoon, there's of course no villain. I kind of wish with this movie they didn't have that, but of course I'll let that slide. But the CGI in this movie was a little wonky, like I said, but most of the scenes were alright. It wasn't that bad for as to what Clifford, how he moved and stuff, and so. But again, there was a little bit of CGI that looked a little weird, but again, it's fine. But overall, with like the storyline itself, it was pretty good. I liked the storyline of it. It was really good actually. The storyline of this movie was really good. I liked it as to how Clifford and Emily got together. Some people were saying before when I saw this movie, there was some people that were saying that this movie is mainly focused on Emily, which at first I kind of was able to see that, but then later down the line with the movie, it just seemed like it was just how it would usually be for Clifford. I mean, then again, in the cartoons they really focused a lot on Clifford, then less on Emily. I think that Emily was her name for the cartoons. I think probably, but. It still fit in. It honestly it still fit in as them focusing. For me, it looked like they were focusing on just both of the two characters because of course they were together, and which is Clifford and Emily. So again, I think I think that fits in still. So I honestly really don't mind that. So I think that honestly still fits in, and so that really is not a bother for me. And yeah, what else? The idea as to how Clifford got big, is very interesting. I kind of like the idea, but the thing as well is, if I remember correctly as well with the cartoons, I think in the cartoons, Clifford just kind of grew up big. I don't think, from what they showed in the movie, I don't think that's what happened in the cartoon. But honestly, it's still I could again kind of see that with the live action. It kind of fits in a little bit, I guess, in some way as magical waves, and so But yeah, it still worked. I didn't really see a problem with it really, as to how Clifford got big and all that, and so yeah. The thing I will say though, for some reason to me, when Clifford got big, he's still like I kind of think it would make a little bit sense. I think if well, then again, I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of think if they made Clifford big, I kind of think he would have, like, to where he looks like an adult dog, just like in the cartoon. Because I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think they had Clifford as a puppy being big. If I remember correctly in the cartoons, I don't think that's what happened. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's what happened. So I don't know, um, but this movie kind of gave a little bit of, just a tiny bit of nostalgic memories, a little bit, just tiny bit, not too much, but a tiny bit. Which I was kind of hoping for this movie, but again, it's a little difficult, which I kind of understand that, and I kind of see as to why it's a little tricky to kind of bring the memory for the cartoons into as a live action, specifically for Clifford. And so, you know, but it's, it's all good. But again, I still think this movie was pretty good. I still think it was good. I honestly enjoyed it. There was a little bit of funny moments in the movie that I liked. And again, it's supposed to be a family kids movie. It's not supposed to be like a very serious kind of like movie, if that makes sense. So again, it's supposed to be just like a fun kids movie as to kind of being based on in the cartoons. Which I honestly understand that, and I really don't mind that. Because again, I still enjoyed this movie. It was still good. I honestly recommend it. For people that have watched the cartoons, I honestly recommend this movie for them to see what they think, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think this was a good movie. I enjoyed it as like a free time kind of thing. So yeah. So but anyways, yeah, so that's my thoughts about it, and yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys can subscribe, comment, like if you guys enjoyed the video, and also you guys can click that notification bell icon next to the subscribe button so you know for whenever I upload a new video. And also, if you guys want to watch my previous video will be up on screen right now or down in the description below as well. And also, you guys can follow me on my socials down in the description below, my Twitter, Instagram, so you guys can follow me on those. And yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.